Good evening to all of you. And today session topic is how to find the right journal for publication. And today's our speaker is Dr. Santosh Kumar VD, Senior Faculty, holds Doctorate in Commerce from Osmania University. He also holds Master in Commerce from Osmania University and Business Administration from IGNU. Dr. Santosh has 16 years of teaching experience in multidisciplinary topics like marketing, strategic management, managerial economics, and banking, accomplished with rich research exposure. Dr. Santosh worked as a project fellow in UGC Major Research Project, New Delhi, 2009 to 11. In addition to that, he published some 35 research articles in reputed national and international journals and co-authored 4 books. He is associated with professional bodies like All India Commerce Association and some international peer-reviewed journals. He is also serving as editorial board member for various international journals like IGRBM, US Open Human Resource Management Journal, USA, the Journal of Management and Business Studies, Nigeria. He is also associated with India's largest open university, IGNU, as an academic counselor and also delivered some lecture on marketing at All India Radio on behalf of IGNU. Dr. Santosh Kumar, sir, a warm welcome from the behalf of the Genesis of Education Impression, Roorkee, Uttarakhand, and myself, Dr. Sharma. And thank you, sir, to be here. Over to you, sir.
Ma'am,
yes, sir?
Just make me host, ma'am, so that I can share my slides.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wait a minute, sir. Done, sir.
Done, ma'am?
Done, sir.
Okay, thanks a lot, ma'am. Thank you very much. So, a warm welcome to one and all. I'm Dr. Santosh Kumar, and I'm a faculty at Vishweshwani Business School. So, first of all, I would like to thank GAI, Roorkee, Uttarakhand, for giving the opportunity to speak on how to find the right journal for publication. So thanks a lot, ma'am. Thank you very much. And my special thanks to Garima, ma'am, for giving this opportunity. So thanks a lot, ma'am. Thank you very much. So first of all, just I would like to ask the audience, like, is it my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Your screen is very much visible.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thank you very much. So today we are going to speak on one of the important aspect, that is how to find the right journal for publication. So nowadays, to write an article is very much easy, but to publish, it's a very big problem to one and all. So a lot of people are facing a lot of problems to publish the article. So I can say that it has just become a business. So right now, publishing an article is just a business. So people want money, and they are ready to publish any kind of stuff. So there's a thing going on right now. So we'll talk about big things like Scopus and ABDC, FT50 and all those things. So there are some standard journals, no doubt. But at the same time, there are some journals in the form of predatory journals, wherein which, they'll not see the quality and they'll not see whether it is plagiarized content or not, but they are very much ready to publish the article for money. So these are the things which we can notice right now, which is going on in the market. So there is a norm like what we call in developed nations like USA or UK. They call it as publish or perish. That is a very important thing. So there's a, those people will give very much importance to publication. So if you want to stay in the university, you have to publish at any cost. Otherwise, they have to leave the university. So that's a thing which is happening right now in reputed universities throughout the world. So actually, there are, every year, more than 2 million articles are being published. More than that, I believe. So, there is a lot of, articles being published. So the academic system also, it is encouraging unnecessary publications, right? So people, they are knowing any other option, but they have to go ahead and they have to publish articles. That's the thing. So I can just put this in one simple equation like P is equal to M. So today's scenario equation is P is equal to M. That is publication is equal to money. So that's a thing right now which is happening throughout the world. So India is not an exception. So now we'll just discuss about predatory journals. Actually, predatory journals and publishers right now should be just weeded out from the market. So then only, some quality will come. So otherwise, it's just people will hire some ghostwriters. They'll just prepare some articles. They'll pay some money, and they'll publish in Scopus or any other articles, or it might be Care, or it might be ordinary articles as well. So the first thing is that in order to put the system in a right track, so predatory journals should be out. That's the first thing. So actually, why it should be weeded out? So what are the main reason? So why? Because it is unethical. So publishing in predatory journals is unethical. So therefore, I strongly believe that this journal should be weeded out. And they also charge, extortionate prices. That is, very high prices for publication. And of course, it is of poor quality. So these are the things. And let us, because I'm publishing articles, right way back from 2000. So I was doing research then from Osmania University. I was registered for PhD program in 2000. And I was doing some research at that time. So I started publication then after my registration for PhD program. And I just remember those days, like I used to get some remuneration for publishing an article. So that is a motivating factor for me to publish and, to make some money. So that was a thing in the past, of this 20 years of my research and teaching, so I published some 35 articles. And I'll make sure that I'll not go for more than 2 articles per annum or 1 article per annum. So I'll stick to that. And because, if you publish more and more articles at a time, so there'll be no quality. So therefore, you should see that, at least minimum two is more than enough, what I believe, if you would like to produce some good quality articles. So what I believe. So now it was the past. We used to get remuneration for publishing an article, but right now, we have to pay for publication. So how best the article is, they are not going to look at the article, but we have to pay at any cost in order to get it published. But even though there are some free journals which are accepting as it is, but I think it's very few, and each and every one, they want some money for publication. So the cost, minimum cost right now, people are asking. For example, if you take Scopus, they're asking 15,000 rupees for publication, and ordinary journals, they're asking some 3,000 to 5,000, and it's just a starting price. It is just a starting price. What I believe, 15,000 is a starting price. There are some journals which demand even 70,000, 80,000 as well for publication of an article. So some journals don't check plagiarized content. Mass journals just pay the money, they'll publish the content. So these are the things which is going on right now. So that is a thing. That's a reality check, I can say. So just hold money in your hand and you can just publish. So my sincere advice to all the research scholars, just try and learn how to write articles and be prudent and try to publish in good journals. So that is my suggestion to youngsters and people who are doing research right now and would be like to do research in future. So just don't believe predatory journals, and you do some work, you learn, you put some efforts, and the sky will be the limit for you. You learn the things. And just don't depend upon others to write for you, but you just try on your own. So the things will be totally different, what I believe. So now the question arises, like why we should go for publication? Why publishing the articles? So what's the need? So I think according to my experience, these are some of the important things why people will go for publication. So the first one being, teaching fraternity, they publish for the sake of promotions. It might be university. So from assistant professor to associate professor to professor. So if they want to climb up the ladder, so they have to go with some publications. That is very important thing, what I believe. And at the same time, some PhD candidates, so they are very much in need of publications. So now it is a new rule, like they are published minimum 2 publications. So then only they will be awarded doctorates. So this is a rule which is, implemented by UGC. So started, I think it was from 2014, what I believe. So, and some faculty members, even they will get some incentives for publication in a good reputed journals in Scopus or ABDC or FT50 or Web of Science or UK case study or whatever it might be. So they'll get some good incentives, and that is a motivating factor for the people to go ahead with the publication, what I believe. So, but these are the 3 important things why people will go ahead with publication. And there are some other people, like, they would like to publish for satisfaction and they want to help the society. They want to bring out the facts. So they'll get some satisfaction for publishing that kind of articles. So even though there are some that type of people as well. So it's very good, what I believe. So now let us speak about some reality, some facts. So finding out a good journal is very important for publication. So that is very important. You have to find out. And that's what we are all assembled here to know which is the best, journal for publication. So let us discuss all these things. But what I say, it's publication in mass journals is mere waste. So mass journals, according to me, these are the journals wherein which they'll accept your articles and they'll accept your money and they'll publish. So that's not good, what I believe. And if you'd like to join some big institutes, Scopus is a must. So they'll not check that you are published in CARE or some other journals. No. So minimum is that they will see that there should be some Scopus publications. So if you have 3 to 4 publications, that will make a lot of difference, and you can join those big institutions, what I believe. So one thing you have to remember is India is lacking in producing quality articles. So we should train the scholars, the youngsters to we should explain them like how to write articles, quality articles, how the research is done. So I would like to appreciate Garima Madam for conducting all this type of sessions and trying to help out the people to learn different aspects of research, and she also put some efforts like how to publish an article in a good journal. So all these things have been included. So it's very good effort from Garima ma'am, what I believe. So I think by this platform, people are gaining more and more knowledge, and I would like to request Garima ma'am to go ahead with this type of programs in near future as well. So it's very good. So people will try to learn some things, and they will implement, and I think there will be a lot of improvement from their side. So these are some of the facts, like according to few studies, there are some 8,000 predatory journals churn out more than 4 lakh articles a year. So it might be more. So they just estimates. So according to few studies. So India also, there are people encouraging the publication in this predatory journals, and it contributes more than 1/3 of the articles. That is a very important thing you have to just focus upon. So now let us move on and try to look at some of the important steps, what I believe, or I can say it's 10 commandments in publication in a good journal. So you can just see here, there are some 10 steps or 10 commandments in which you have to focus upon when you'd like to go ahead with publication. So these are some of the important things you have to just make a note of it. So these 10 steps being, the first one being aim and scope of the journal. So what do you mean by this aim and scope of the journal? So article is ready with you. So now you are going ahead with publication. So what's the first step you have to do? You have to search for a good journal. So while searching a good journal, so you should just try to know about the aim and scope of the journal. That is a very important thing. So the aim and scope statements, it includes like a brief introduction to the journal and an outline of the subjects which are covered, the type of articles published, and what it doesn't publish. And these are some of the important things that should be focused upon. So that's what we call it as aim and scope of the journal. So you should know about the journal and whether it is indexed in Scopus or FT50 or any other type, or is it so it is indexed in CARE. So in India, if you publish some articles in CARE listed journal, even though that's enough. If you are a net qualified and you have some few journals few articles with you in care listed journals. Indian universities are accepting those things, and you may land up in a good job in a university. You can just bag the assistant professor post. So if you have PhD, it's too good. But even though if you don't have PhD, net is very much important. Net qualification is very much important. Along with it, you should possess some few journals, few articles with you. Then you are very much eligible to move ahead in Indian universities. So it was like people used to. It is a big dream for all the people to join in state universities or central universities. But now, thanks to UGC, wherein which they are giving permissions, like many private universities are just mushrooming right now. So that dream can be fulfilled. You can just join as assistant professor or associate or professor in these private universities as well. So it's very good. So even though if you would like to join in private universities, the things are that you should have some good publications. So that is very important. So just aim for big, try to publish in a good journal so that your future will be very much bright. So the next step is journal impact factor. So it is also very important. You should check the impact factor. Impact factor, that is 10. It's very good. It's excellent score. Just check the impact factor of the journal. So it's 10 or more. It's I think it's very a good one. While impact factor score of 3, it's flagged as a good. And many journals they have less than 1 as the impact factor. So it is considered as a average a journal. So what I believe. So these are some of the important things you can just focus on. The aim and scope of the journal, as well as you should focus on impact factor. So then the things will help you out, what I believe. And scientometric index reflects the yearly average number of citations of articles published in the last 2 years in a given journal. And after knowing the impact factor, you can just go for indexing of journals. Like you can find out like where your journal is being placed. So that is a very important thing. Like you can just see like whether it is placed in UGC Care or Scopus or FT50 or Web of Science or any other index. So that is very important. You should check the indexing of journals before publication. So just go ahead with the aim and scope of journal, and go ahead with the journal impact factor, and just check the indexing of journals. That is very important. And the next 4th one is like peer-reviewed journals. So that is very important. So peer-reviewed journals in the sense a scientific review by experts. So whether there are any experts that you have to check, and that is very important. You should check whether there are any peer-reviewed journals, like any experts are there who are just analyzing those quality papers. That is very important. So then you should just check the publishing time. So because if you are publishing in Scopus, it will take some 2 years or 1 year. So there are some journals right now in Scopus which will take even 1 month or 2 months for publication. So just go ahead with this publishing time, and then you can just go ahead with the acceptance rate as well. So acceptance rate. So what is the acceptance rate? If you go ahead with high journals, high index journals, So is it 10% of acceptance or 30% or 20%? So whatever it might be, just check the with the other important things like uh, reach of journals, and check the journals for any publication similar to your research article. That is also very important, because you're just, let us say you are publishing some articles in banking, so you should find a suitable journal, or you're publishing some articles in technological oriented thing, so you should find suitable journal for it. So check the journals for any publication similar to your research article. That is very important. And one more important thing you have to focus is you know you should check for the journals restrictions. So if there are any restrictions, you have to know, and you should follow those rules and regulations. So then the things will be good for you, what I believe. And the last one is you should be aware of predatory publishers, and that is very important thing. You should just check it out whether you are not falling in a trap uh, and just paying out money. So please concentrate on this 10th one, that is predatory publishers. So these are some of the important 10 steps which you have to concentrate when you're going ahead with some publications. So now, to start with, the people who are just starting their things, they can just go ahead with UGC care. Then later on, they can aim for Scopus. So first, you'll learn how to write articles, and try to publish those articles in UGC care listed journals. I think that will be, of good use for you, what I believe. And by the by, let us know like what do you mean by care. So CARE is nothing but, it's consortium for academic research and ethics. So, the UGC list has two groups, that is UGC CARE list group 1 and UGC CARE list group 2. So these are the two things you can just notice. And journals found qualified through UGC CARE protocols are placed in group 1, and journal indexed in globally recognized databases. So these are included in UGC CARE list group 2. So it was like let us discuss like how the CARE has emerged. So it was like in order to help the scholars, in order to help the teaching fraternity, UGC was very much concerned, and it launched its first attack on pay and publish trash, and to help out the prudent people. So it has launched this CARE listed journals. So, UGC approved list of journals has been replaced by UGC CARE list with effect from 2019. So one more important thing is that, the UGC has instructed universities to ignore publications and presentation in predatory outlets. So, but even though UGC has instructed all the universities, but the things are moving on freely. No one is damn caring for this. So, but I'm feeling happy, like we should feel happy. At least UGC is working out with some modalities to help the real people. So it has just started, and let us hope that in near future, the things will set right. And the UGC also focused, the CARE also focused on saying like, the publication in predatory journals will not give undue importance, and at the time of accreditation, so there will be some institutional reviews and all these things. So it's a bold step from CARE. So as we are just discussing in the beginning, like if you are net qualified and you will possess some articles in UGC Care approved journals, so it will be of very much use to you, and you can bag a good job in universities. That is one important thing. And just beware, like paying persons and agencies to ensure publishing in list UGC Care listed journals. That is of unethical practice, and you should focus upon these things. Like just don't go with this agencies, and try to learn the things. So at the beginning, you'll be putting some efforts. So once you put efforts, you learn the things, and you'll try to uh, producing some good research articles. So I think it will be help you. It will be helping you out you in near future. And I promise you, like if you practice in that way, so one day you'll become an expert, and you'll be publishing some good content journals, articles, and you can publish them in a good index journals. So that's very good. So students, researchers, faculty members are cautioned. Once again, caution against such dubious agencies. Don't go with it. And it was in 2013. It mandated that PhD students must publish 2 research articles, and from that time onwards, there's a good business for this predatory journals. They are doing good business because it is mandatory. Like UGC has made it mandatory. Like people should publish minimum 2 articles, and at present it covers more than 1,60,000 students, and even more than that, what I believe. And they are giving money, and they are just going ahead with publication even in care. And there are some professors, they not publish, but they try to publish articles from their scholars. There is also thing going on here. They don't do any work, just the name will be placed there. So this type of activities are also going on. But as scholars are doing PhD, so it becomes mandatory, like to publish for them as well. Okay, so these are all the facts. Because out of my experiences, I'm just sharing with all of you. So these are the things you should know, because you are at I think some of you are at the beginning of this journey. So I would just like to educate those people so that they will be take some care when going ahead in this moving ahead in this track. So all these regulations, it is encouraging corruption, what I believe. Let us see what is going to happen in your future. In the year 2017, I was alarmed about the rapid penetration of predators. So by that time, 2017, there were many predators. They were flourishing, mushrooming, all this type of publication houses in Indian academic community. So by then, hundreds of academics at Indian universities frantic to publish, they are just falling prey to these predators. So that's what is happening right now. So one more important thing, like when you're going ahead with publication, you should check about ISSN number. It's very important. So if you're publishing in care or any other, or Scopus, or it might be anything. So ISSN number is very important. Just make a note of it, ISSN number. So it is International Standard Serial Number. Okay, ISSN. So that should. So if let us say if a journal doesn't possess ISSN number, then don't go for publication. Okay. So if it is a journal, it is ISSN, and if it is a book, it is ISBN. So I'll just explain you what is ISBN after this ISSN. So who assigns ISSN? You should know it. Like ISSN is assigned by a network of over 89 centers worldwide, right? So actually it is located in Paris. The main headquarters is located in Paris. So from there, a huge network, they'll assign ISSN number. And as I just explaining you, like ISSN is, you know, uh, is assigned to serials published in India by NSL, that is National Science Library, being National Center for ISSN. So NSL is very important when it is concerned with ISSN. So it's a unique number. ISSN is a unique number, and it's used to identify print or electronic periodical, that is journal title. And ISSN will also help you out, to find out something online as well. So that is a DOI, that is digital object identifier. It is used to uniquely identify online objects such as journal articles or some data sets. So the difference between numbers is that volume. So you can just see if you just look at any article, any journal, you'll see that volume. So what does that mean? So volume typically refers to number of years the publication has been circulated. So, and one more thing, they also focus on issue. So issue refers to how many times that periodical, the journal has been published during that particular year. So these are some things you should just make a note of it. And the next one is ISBN. So ISBN is the International Standard Book Number. And so when you're publishing in some books, so you should see that it possesses ISBN. So if it doesn't possess ISBN, then don't go for publication. So ISSN and ISBN are very important. So just focus on those numbers, ISSN and ISBN numbers. And now you can just see ISBN is used for books and ISSN is used for newspapers, magazines, and journals. Okay, right. And now let us try to focus something upon Scopus. So because it's a buzzword right now, which is going on in the academic circles. So everyone you speak about, with everyone you speak about articles and all those things, they say that Scopus. So it has become a buzzword. So now slowly people are not focusing on care listed journals. They are focusing on Scopus. So my suggestion is like, it's not only Scopus, publication is publication, but if you try to produce some good articles, even care is good, what I believe. Okay. So Scopus is one of the largest and most reputable abstract and citation databases for academic literature. Okay, so it contains over 40,000 titles from more than 10,000 international publishers, and nearly 35,000 of these publications are expert reviewed. That means reviewed by experts. So Scopus, it covers various formats. It's not only journals, but it also carries with it books, conference papers, and so on and so forth. So if you'd like to publish in Scopus, the duration for it is somewhere around 1 year to 2 years. So journals are good. It's a belief like if journals are indexed in Scopus, it is considered as a good one. So if not, it's a bad one. So there is a psychological aspect, perception of the individuals right now. So it's not like that. I want to just make it clear. So it is care or Scopus, or it might be anything. So if unless and until you are not doing some good work, right? So it doesn't matter. So if you are doing some good work, putting some efforts, and even if you're publishing in care, it's good. Okay. So as I already said to you, like they are included in quality databases, quality indexes in Scopus, and Web of Science. So its coverage, book series, journals, and trade journals. So these are some of the important things. Just focus upon these important aspects. So clone journal web pages are counterfeit mirror of an authentic journal. So again, this clone and predatory journals and all these things are just, we have to put them in one group that exploit the title of ISSN uh, of some legitimate journals and all these things. And Elsevier also takes pride of indexing high quality publications in Scopus. So every year Scopus, in order to check the standards, so they'll just eliminate some dubious journals. So in this year, that is 2021, Scopus removed some 14 journals for not meeting Scopus criteria. So in this way, they are maintaining some standards. So it does twice a year in March and September. So the recent list is like this. So if anyone is like to about to publish in Scopus, just make a note of this list, in which these have been just removed from the list of Scopus 2021. Okay, just make a note of this. Don't publish in these articles right now, because it has been, these articles, these journals have been removed from Scopus list of 2021. So clinical rhinology, International Journal of Finance Research, these are some of the list. Just make a note of it. Just take screenshot if it is possible. Or just take a pic from your mobile phone. So these are some 14 journals which have been eliminated from Scopus list 2021. So if you are going ahead with some publications for Scopus, I have done some research. You can just try to find out. These are the best Scopus indexed journals. You can go ahead with the publication. So there's one journal by name IJET, that is International Journal of Emerging Technologies, and its ISSN is 2249-3255. So it is newly added in Scopus index. So IJET, just make a note of it. And if your article is of more than 30 pages, you have to pay some extra charges for it. Right? IJET, just make a note of it. IJET, International Journal of Emerging Technologies. So if you just browse these things, you'll get all the details of this particular journal. And there is one more journal like WJST. It's a Thailand-based journal. Lilac Journal of Science and Technology. Acceptance rate is 30%. Okay, and you can publish in this WJST as well. And there is one more thing like PJ Material Science. It's a very high cost. It takes somewhere around $1,000. 1,000 in the sense right now it is 75 to a dollar, roughly estimates. So it is 75,000. It goes for 75,000 publishing in this journal, that is PJ Material Science. But the duration is just 1 to 2 months. I don't think people are so rich in academic fraternity who can afford 75,000 rupees. Okay, so they're asking money for this. So if quality is good, they should not take this money. My sincere suggestion for the people, but they're charging this type of money. One thing is that you should follow formatting guidelines. Formatting guidelines are very important. So what are they prescribing for the journal? What are the standards? Just stick to that and go ahead with this publications. That is very important, what I believe. And there is one more journal, Scopus Index Journal, like IJAST. Okay, so International Journal of Advanced Science and Technology, IJAST. So it will also take some 2 to 3 months, but plagiarism should be less than 5%, not more than that. And if any plagiarism is found more than that, or if any wrongdoing from the scholar, the particular individual will be blacklisted for 3 years and you cannot publish. for 3 years. Okay, so you should be very much careful when you're going ahead with IJAST. It is International Journal of Advanced Science and Technology. And this ISSN is 2207-6060. And minimum pages you can go ahead when you're publishing in Scopus. Minimum pages it is somewhere around 10 pages and maximum 18 pages. And if you cross that limit, you have to pay some extra money. Okay, right. That is all about IJAST. So there is one more journal like IJSEIT, that is International Journal on Advanced Science, Engineering and Information Technology. So it is also Scopus Index, and its impact factor is 0.23. So according to our impact factor, 0.23 is average. Okay, so the excellent one is 10. The score should be 10. It's good. It's excellent, right? So publication charges are $255. Just calculate. $255. So IJA SEIT. And you can also publish free of cost, like if H index is 15. Okay, so free. You can publish free of cost if H index is 15. So publication charges are waived off. Okay, I'll explain you what is H index. Okay. That means publications 15 and citations 15, right? So it can be placed in H index. So each H index publication charges are waived off. So publication duration will be 2 to 3 months. So H index in the sense it's risk index is a distribution based indicator that corresponds to the number of papers at a given citation level equal to the value of citation threshold, right? For example, an H index of 10, what does it mean? It indicates that 10 papers in a given set were cited at least 10 times each. Okay, so that is H index. So H index is very important. So publications and citations, this constitutes H index. Okay, and you can publish in this. Then if you have this qualification with you, like H index, then you can publish free of cost. So H index indicates that 10 papers in a given set were cited at least 10 times each. It is H index. So there's one Scopus like IJSTR, that is International Journal of Scientific and Technology Research. You can just go ahead with this, and publication charges are only $65, right? So I don't know why these people are charging this type of money. So I was just doing research on these journals. So they are charging money because I'm against it. But even though if a quality of article is good, they are not accepting unless and until we pay the money, and they are saying that it's just publication charges. And when we are writing articles, why publication charges are involved? That is my question. See, they are charging $65 and 1 to 2 months for publication, the time period. There is one more Scopus in this journal, like JRDCS. Okay, that is a Journal of Advanced Research in Dynamical and Control Systems. Its S index is 0.11 average. So publication time is 1 to 2 months. So that is with respect to Scopus. And now let us move on to one more thing, that is Web of Science. So it is also very great honor to publish articles in this Web of Science listed journals. It's very good. So Web of Science is one of the largest and most reputed global citation databases. It's very good, and should feel proud like if you publish articles in Web of Science or Scopus. It's very good, really. So its score collection encompasses 6 citation index in the sciences, uh, social sciences, arts, humanities. So these are all groups where in which people can publish their articles. Okay, sciences, social sciences, arts, humanities, right? All these people can publish in Web of Science journals. Okay, so they collectively contains more than a billion searchable citations spanning over 250 disciplines. And one more thing, FT50. So it's also a great honor to publish your articles in this FT50. So here there are some 50 journals in this FT list. That is Financial Times. You can just previously it was 40 FT40. Now it has been made FT50. So it was 45. It was 40, 45, and now it is 50. Okay, that is FT50. So if you are publishing in FT50 also, it's very good. Okay. So it's a list of FT50. You can just browse. You'll get everything in on internet. Okay. So what all the information you would like to get, you can obtain online. So FT50, there's a list of 50 journals. So these are included in FT50. Okay. So there's a FT50 list. Just make a note of it. Right. There is one more thing like ABDC. So it is also very tough to publish in this ABDC. That is Australian Business Teams Council. So headquarters is in Australia, right? So publication in ABDC also, it's a good honor, and you can join in a good organization. So these are the things right now we should publish in this type of journals like ABDC and FT50, Scopus, Web of Science. So then the things will be totally different. Very big institutions, you can just back up it, you can just back the job there if you have publication in this type of things. So according to 2021 list, there are some 2780 journals which are in ABDC list. Right. And finally, it is UK Case Center. So if it's not like articles, if you'd like to publish if you're writing some case studies. So there is a difference between writing articles and case studies, right? So if you're writing some case studies, and this is the best one, what I believe, UK Case Center, right? So it is in United Kingdom. That's why the name UK Case Center, right? So Cranfield University, right? Bedford, United Kingdom, right? So its office is at Babson College. You can just search the address for it. You'll get on the net. Okay, so there are some strong 500 member organizations worldwide in this UK Case Center. So that's all from my side right now. So I'd like to conclude the session. Before concluding the session, so now the session is open for discussion, and any doubts from your side, I'm ready to clarify.
Thank you, sir, for a wonderful session.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Question from participant side? If participants having any doubt, they can ask from sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello, I'm audible?
Yes, you are very much audible.
Yes, sir. Myself, Rajesh Dhore from Indore, Madhya Pradesh.
Welcome, Rajesh. Welcome to this platform. Very good. First of all, I would like to congratulate you for joining this session.
Thank you, sir. So I wanted to ask you, what is the index number? Because whenever we go for the journal index number, some journals are having very low index number. And you have said index number less than 1 or impact factor less than 1 for
Okay.
the journal
Okay.
is not feasible.
Okay.
So, but in the field, what I am working, so
Yeah.
they are the most reputed journal.
Okay.
That is, I'm working in the textile sector.
Okay.
So that journal is having the impact factor of 0.75.
0.75. Okay.
Yes, textile research journal.
Okay.
And whenever we want to publish any article in that journal,
Okay.
at least that journal is going to take 2 years to
Okay.
review and accept that article.
Okay.
So, is that means what we can do if we are not able to we are we are going to publish the PhD or any MTech related paper or articles.
Okay.
So is that considerable?
Yeah. See, first you have to consider that index number. That is very important. Okay. So it's very important, like a number showing the variation in a price or value compared with the price or value at a specified earlier time. Okay. So the official index number of these things are very much important, what I believe. So
Yes,
you
sir.
should focus like impact factor, what we are discussing. So an ideal impact factor is of 10. So it is considered as excellent. But the average one is something which is below, below 1. Okay, it is considered as average. So something of impact factor of 3 and all these things, it's a normal one. It's a good what we consider.
Okay.